Good morning, card beauties. RJ back with another video. So let's get to it. Today's random Mike Schmidt item of the day. If you're a super collector of any player like I am, of Mr. Schmidt, you want to get everything possible. That includes not just cards and other things, but anything that has his picture on it. So here from 1981. It is actually a Nabisco advertisement. Little hole there. This would have been peeled off the top. And on the back, it's a advertisement on how to enter their sweepstakes. A couple things you could win. Trip to the World Series from 1981. A lot of video game electronics back in the day. The old Mattel electric baseball game, which they redid it, so it's hard to know if you have an original or a reproduced one. But this, Mr. Schmidt obviously was a sponsor of the contest. Got his picture right there. So that is a part of my Mike Schmidt collection for that very reason. All right. Random baseball item of the day. Showed a couple new pickups of this card recently, but I got another one in the mail today. From 2022, Topps Now card showing the Phillies on the field after they clinched the National League pennant. This is the orange version of that card, numbered 4 of 5. I'm continuing my quest to the best of my ability to get every version of a card with that image. This is not the one that came out in the 2003 base set the next year. That is this one on the silver foil, which I had shown previously. I'm working on getting every version of that, but as well, since the Topps Now from 2022 had the same image, I began collecting those as well. There's a couple relic pieces. They got bases in it. I thought about getting, but they're obscenely priced and kind of negatively affects the image. So maybe eventually I'll get those relic pieces, but right now I'm happy to try and get these. And I like me some orange, and a low number of 5 is very cool. All right. Today's trivia question, sticking with the theme of baseball cards that I've been entering into. The Honus Wagner T206 card. It's a pretty rare card. It's not easily obtained. That's one of the reasons it makes it so valuable. I think the other reason is simply the fact that I think the fact that it's so expensive is just the legend of it now. It has become an icon unto itself. But one of the things people say is that the reason it's so scarce is because he didn't want his image associated with tobacco, as if having his likeness inserted into cigarette packs might make kids smoke. And there's a very famous card much later on than 1909, much later on, that famously features Honus Wagner sticking a plug of chewing tobacco in his cheek. My question to you is, what is the set and what is the year of that card that shows Honus Wagner shoving a wad of chew into his mouth? So that's the question. What you're playing for, 2 legendary managers. The first 2 managers of an all-star game, Connie Mack and John McGraw. This is from the 2014 Panini Golden Age set that you're playing for. For you Hall of Fame collectors, getting manager cards of those guys is a little bit more difficult than the common man, so hope you all need that. If you want those, send me an email with the correct answer to that trivia question. I will include my email in the description below, along with the repeat of that question you will have today and tomorrow to answer. We will pick a winner on Sunday, all right? Good luck to everybody on that one. Today, I want to show off a new pickup, but go through a unique, not a unique collectible, but a collectible everybody's seen but may not know too much about. So starting in 1984, some company, and I say that specifically because I don't know who did this. I'm not sure what company produced these items. It is the 7-Eleven, the Slurpee coin. So your local convenience store, 7-Eleven, put out these player cards. Now, they put it out in regional releases so that the players included were different per region. Now, there were a lot of overlaps. Big name stars like Mr. Schmidt made all of the different releases. So in 1984, there were 3 releases. They all looked like this. In 1985, again, no information on who the company was, but in 1985, 6 releases, regional, came out. In 1986, 4 regional releases were issued, and in 1987, 7 different regional releases were issued. Now, I have made an effort to try and start collecting all of the different sets. Now, I only buy sets. Let me pivot here a little bit. I only buy sets when I can pick up the entire set. So you will see, this is the 1984. I have all 3 of the regional releases from the 1984 7-Eleven coins. I'm not going to go through. The way you know the different releases is this down here, the letter. Can't really see if that's an H or a K or whatever. The little letter in the middle is different based upon the region that this was issued in. So these are the 1984. So here's the Mike Schmidt that's part of my collection here. All right, the 1984. Now, I also have every version of the 1986 set, I believe. So the 1986, like I said, was issued in 4 releases, okay? A lot of those also had, what do I want to say, multiplayer discs. So here's an example of one. I'm just going to grab a random one. You can see here, this is a multiplayer disc, and on the back it says who it was: Ace Pitchers, Mike Boddicker, Ron Darling, and Dave Stieb. So they had again a multiplayer release thing in 1986. Some of them ended up being singular players, but a lot of them were multiplayer coins. And again, they were regional. This time, though, they did change the color scheme per region. So you had this orange back version with a yellowish mustard front, blue version with a yellow back, and then a red version with a green back, and lastly a purple version. And these are in 1986 with another yellow mustard back. Now, the Slurpee coins, I thought they stopped in 1987 because that's what I remember, okay? I didn't believe they ever made any more after 1987. Turns out they did. In 1991, Score produced them. Now, did Score produce the earlier ones in some form, like under a company name that wasn't Score? Did they issue these coins under whatever company that they were that eventually became Score? That's a question. But anyway, in 1991, Score issued another huge regional release of 7-Eleven coins. And that year, they put out 8 different regional sets. 8, believe it or not, okay? Then, in 1992, this is what I just picked up recently. In 1992, Score put out a singular set. Singular set, singular look to it. All right. Gold, or kind of a brownish border with a black background, some of your favorite players. And if you were so inclined, you could pick up this little, almost like a piece of paper to tack them to. I guess you could have, stuck them to this and hung them on your wall. There were 26 total in this set. And I was able to find an online listing where somebody sold, tilt it a little bit more so you can see, somebody sold the whole set. So I got all 26 cards from the 1992 Score release. Now you would think, was that it? 1991 and 1992 Score did it. Score never made another 7-11 coin after 92, so they went all in 2 years. And you might think, was that it? No. In 2000, on the nose, in 2000, Pacific came out and issued a round of 7-11 coins. To the best of my ability to research it, that one was the last one. So what I'm showing off today is my 7-11 Slurpee coins from Score in 1992. Obviously, Mr. Schmidt was no longer part of the baseball world at that time, but you did have, let me put you on mobile here. You do have your Nolan Ryan right there. A couple other famous names. And the one you'd expect to see is there, don't you worry, I'll get there. But down here at the bottom, the last one in the set, here's your junior. So that is, like I said, from the year 1992, the Score 7-11 Slurpee cup coins. A very little and inexpensive set. I'm happy to have it in my collection. I have a long way to go to get all of the other 7-11 coin sets. Again, I have 84 and 86 complete, but they were just 3 sets, 3 series and 4 series. 85 is 6 series, and 87 is 7 series. So this will not be an easy climb for me. And then 1991 is 8 different series. So I got quite the undertaking to get all of these for my collection. But we collect what we like. We have fun with it. Sorry, I'm stealing some other people's thunder on those comments, but I enjoy it myself. So hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please consider to like, subscribe, commenting, and all that jazz. Don't forget the trivia question. Come back again on Wednesday and Friday for more. Have a great week. Take care.